Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and today I'm bringing you a couple more dream stories. Now, before we start, a quick shout out to the Lucid app, which is actually the dream journal app that I'm using. The guy who makes it is also one of my Patreon supporters, so go give them some love. Check out the app at lucid.fm/app. So anyway, the first dream that I'll be sharing with you guys is called The Forest. So basically, I dreamt that I was walking along some road somewhere, and I kind of recognised this road, but it wasn't a road that I'd walked on in real life before. It reminded me of a road that I've had in dreams before that I thought I recognised in real life. Basically, I've had a few dreams before where I was walking up a similar road to this, and I thought I was in my town, except I've never actually seen a road like this in my town. So I'm walking up along this road, and I reach basically like a fork in the road going two different directions. So we turned to the right and we kept walking along the road, and eventually we reached this like forest, and it was like this massive forest, and it was all these big redwood trees, which they don't really have here, but obviously I've seen enough of America on TV to have seen them. And so I decided I wanted to take a closer look at this forest, and so I said to the person that I was with, which I can't remember who that was, but I said to them, hey, let's take a look at the forest. And they weren't super sure about it, but eventually they agreed, and we walked towards it. And as we walked towards it, it looked all sort of misty and mysterious inside, and we were getting a bit of an eerie feeling from the forest, like there was something weird about it. And so the person I was with didn't want to go in it, and so I suggested that we just walk alongside it. Like, we were heading now in this direction, and the forest was like to our right, and we were basically just like not walking on the road now, but we were walking like halfway between the road and where the forest started. So we're walking along, and then I hear this like weird screeching, and I don't know how to describe it. Basically, in my mind, I thought it was a screeching of like a big cat, like, you know, like a mountain lion or something like that. But like reflecting on it now, it doesn't really sound that cat-like. It was just a kind of weird screeching sound that I heard, and I heard it in my left ear, and I heard it getting closer and closer and louder, and then I woke up. So on the whole, that wasn't the most eventful dream. It did last a fair while, but most of that time was just spent walking down the road, which is why there wasn't a whole lot to tell you there. And, you know, nothing really that exciting happened. The weird cat screeching thing was interesting, the forest was mysterious. But what was really interesting to me was not that dream, but actually the dream that I had the following night. The following night, I had a dream that I titled The Forest Part 2. And this is what I wrote down. In an unusual turn of events, I ended up having a repeat of last night's dream. And this is very unusual for me. I do not tend to have recurring dreams. I will have recurring dream themes, you know. I will dream about similar subjects, or I will see the same character, or go to a similar place. But I don't tend to have like all of the same things coming together in the next dream. So, in this dream, I was back at that forest again, amongst the giant redwood trees. And as I'm walking through the forest, at first I didn't realise it was a dream. I was just walking through the forest. And then at some point I realised that I recognised this place. At first, my inclination was, hey, you know, that's weird, I've had some kind of precognitive dream or something, because I remember seeing this place in my dream last night. But then I thought, that's not right. This is a bit of a weird place for me to be in waking life, and it dawned on me that I was in fact in a dream, and that I was back in the same place that I was in the previous night's dream. So I kept walking, and I thought, hey, why don't I explore this forest now? Now that I'm actually lucid, this will be fun, you know, I won't be shying away from going inside the forest. I can go deep inside it because I'm lucid, and I know, you know, nothing can hurt me or anything like that. So I start walking into the forest, and then the strangest thing happens. I hear that same screeching that I heard before, really loud, getting closer to me. And so I turn around in the direction of the screeching, and there is in fact a big cat. But it's not a mountain lion, and it's not anything that would make a screeching sound. It is in fact a tiger. And it looked really awesome. I was just honestly astonished as to how vividly my mind could depict a tiger, despite never having seen one in real life, you know, aside from, you know, on TV and documentaries and so on. I mean, I don't even think I've seen one at the zoo. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I did when I was younger. And so at first I was a bit wary because, you know, there's this big tiger coming towards me. But then I remembered, hey, you know, I'm lucid, I'm in a dream, I can't be hurt. And I looked at the tiger, and I also got the impression that the tiger wasn't there to, you know, maul me or eat me or whatever. And so I turned to the tiger and I asked it why it was there. and whether it was there to help me or to, you know, guide me in some sense. And I seem to remember that I spoke aloud, but that it replied like telepathically to me, and it just affirmed that yes, it was there to help me and to show me something. So I began walking with the tiger, and unfortunately at this point, I don't know whether I woke up or whether the dream continued and I've basically forgotten it, because unfortunately the problem with this dream was that I didn't write it down immediately after it happened. It happened sometime during the middle of the night, and then I remember being awake and remembering this dream and remembering several other dreams that were all extremely vivid, and going back to sleep because I was just extremely tired. And so I went back to sleep, and then it was in the morning where I decided to write this dream down, and I didn't even get any of the other dreams down because I'd forgotten them at this point. But I thought these were interesting dreams to share because, like I said, recurring dreams are not a usual thing for me, and it was also interesting to see that a theme from the previous dream reoccurred even after I'd gotten lucid at this point. The screeching thing that actually happened in the first dream, you know, even though I wasn't lucid, it was just a regular dream, but then it reoccurred during the lucid dream. And the next reason that I'm sharing these is because I think that there was something going on here with these dreams, and I think it may have to do with a tea that I was drinking. I was drinking, and I probably will butcher the pronunciation of the name here, but Jiaogulan tea. It's a Chinese medicinal herb that some people use for tea, and it's meant to be like an adaptogen for like reducing stress, you know, and improving like blood circulation and stuff like that, generally used for health reasons. But I do remember at some point reading that it can affect your dreams, and I had incredibly vivid dreams and really long and eventful dreams all night long. And one of them was that recurring dream, something that, like I said, that I don't usually have. So the other reason that I wanted to share this is that there may be something to that, and Jiaogulan might be a valid dream herb. Now, I have, you know, a bunch more of it, so I'm obviously going to experiment there and let you guys know the results. You know, does it actually affect my dreams on a regular basis, or was that just a one-off? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stories. If you'd like to learn how to lucid dream for yourself, then be sure to check out the playlists on my channel, and I also recommend getting yourself a copy of my lucid dreaming book, The Lucid Dream Book. If you want to get your hands on it, you can go to gum.co/theluciddreambook. That's gum.co/theluciddreambook, or you can go to the links in the top right hand corner or down in the description below. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe and enable all notifications if you want to stay up to date with my videos. And if you want to keep watching, check out one of those videos on screen. Go watch that, and I'll see you there soon. Take care.